Hi everyone, myself Anand from Essence College of Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about block diagram reduction techniques. So one of the important parameters in control system modeling is block diagram reduction techniques because we are having lot of blocks are present in control systems. So in order to maintain and get the original output, we have to reduce the number of block diagrams in the control system modeling. So let us see how the block diagram reduction techniques has been involved in this control system. It consists of a single block or combination of blocks. They are used to represent the control system in pictorial form. Initially, the control system and their blocks can be represented by input, output, and transfer function. Input can be represented by R of S, output can be represented by C of S, and transfer function as G of S. Need for block diagram reduction. It is normally required to reduce the multiple blocks into single block, or for convenient understanding it may be sometimes required to rearrange the blocks from its original order. For the calculation of transfer function, it is required to be reduced. Basic elements of block diagram. So already we have discussed about the input and output and the transfer function. So in that block diagram, we can define all those functions. R of S is input, G of S is transfer function, and H of S is a feedback loop, and C of S is your output block. So system. So the diagram of the concerned input, output, and transfer functions can be represented as a simple or complex systems. In simple system, it is having only one block, but in for complex system, it has been combined with multiple number of blocks along with the transfer functions. Basic elements of block diagrams. So initially the blocks are defined by transfer function. So it is a very basic block. It may be a input or output control functions. And next one is summing point. The summing point is used to find out the errors of the corresponding control system. It may be based on plus or minus signals. If it is plus, then we can add the multiple number of blocks. If it is minus, we have to remove this block or eliminate the feedback. Block diagram reduction techniques. The number of blocks can be reduced by using this above format. For example, if you are having two blocks at a sequence means, then the block will be reduced by G1 into C2. So like that, all the properties are there for reducing the number of blocks. Next one is combining parallel blocks. If it is parallel, then automatically we can write the blocks as this equivalent diagram. So like that, all the block diagram can be reduced based on the properties of the block diagram reductions. So if it is moving the branch point before and ahead of the branch point, so that we can use this point of block diagram reduction techniques. Next one is eliminate the feedback loop. So one of the important parameters in block diagram reduction is eliminating the feedback path, because so the number of feedback path has improved in the control system, so that we can eliminate the transfer function as very easy one, because if we are having more number of control loop in the circuit, then automatically we can eliminate by equivalent circuit, because it is having three elements which are present in this control system. We can eliminate these three elements by only one block diagram. So this is one of the important parameters in block diagram reduction techniques. Next one is combining blocks. So if your blocks having a parallel along with the other block, then automatically the equivalent circuit will be G1 plus Z2. Like that, moving branch point, because sometimes we can have eliminate the feedback loop in the neighbor of the transfer function, means we can move towards the branch point to the next terminal. So like that, all the properties of the control system function has been enabled by using this reduction techniques. So one of the assessment which I have taken here is reducing the number of block diagrams. So in this block diagram, more number of blocks are connected in between the number of terminals. So it has to be reduced based on the properties of the control systems. It can be reduced by initially it can be reduced by a feedback loop, and moreover the parallel block which has connected with the another block means that has to be reduced. And next one is after removing the feedback and parallel and serial path, we can have the next path will be G4 plus G2 into G3, like that we can have. So it can be reduced as a feedback path. This G4 plus G2 G3 into H2 as a feedback path. It can be reduced as next operation. So after removing the feedback path, we can get the transfer function like that. So here also it may be a one feedback path, so it can also reduce based on the equivalent circuit. Finally we can get the equation as R of S and summing point and transfer function of the corresponding equation. We are all know that the transfer function can be calculated by output by input. So calculation of output can be the transfer function block divided by input is 1 plus, if you are having minus in your summing point, then automatically the formula will be plus 1 plus feedback path into transfer function. So like that all the block diagram reduction techniques can be calculated, and the final answer of the transfer function may be find out. Thank you.